Hey guys, welcome to halftime up here. I'm in the press box at Jack Trice Stadium. Brett Meyer, former Cyclone quarterback, up in his home in Minnesota watching the game. I want to thank our sponsors, Carl Auto Group, and of course Des Moines and Ames Eye Care as well. Brett, Iowa State, it's 13-6 right now. Oklahoma, I actually kind of feel like some calls go awry. Doesn't feel like you're playing very well offensively. Give up a special teams touchdown. I feel like Iowa State's pretty fortunate to be within one score here. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree 100%. I'm okay with where we're at. Yeah, I think special teams wise, give up that score, but that's like fourth, and I think we just needed to gone for that. And special teams wise, like we pinned him deep, we've executed, we haven't had it this half. It's really been the offense. I mean, defensively giving up 140 rush yards or whatever it is, 138. Hopefully we can make some adjustments and make sure that, we got some guys that are readers out of the lineup that can have an effect. Some younger guys that get it correctly. We're usually pretty good in the second half with defensive adjustments, so I'm okay with that. Offensively, it's just, 3rd and 1, you can't snap it over your head.
Yeah.
Got a receiver open on the last series. You can't throw big time. There have been some calls, obviously. Xavier, I think, gets a first down. They don't review it. You don't call timeout. We just rush up. We can stop. Those things kind of interrupt the flow of calling plays because you're waiting. You don't know what's going to happen. You're rushing it. Yeah, I mean, there's been we haven't played well. There's been probably 3 calls. Been pretty bad, which we're pretty used to by now, and to only be down 1 score, I think is definitely positive.
The running game continues to be a concern. Iowa State just can't get anything going. Norton and Brock with 8 and 7 yards apiece, neither one of them averaging over 2 yards per carry. And then, I don't know, you tell me, am I being too soft on Deckers here? He's 12 of 21, hasn't been very consistent. It's just hard to play football in the Big 12 when you can't run it, right? I mean, you've been there when you don't have a running game, and he's still a young quarterback. They got to be able to run the football, man. Am I being too soft on Deckers here?
No, I think he's maybe he's missed a couple things, but he's keeping us in a lot of games because of what he is. We need him, and he's been pretty good. He's still completing almost 70% of his passes for the year. But yeah, I mean, the run game, I think Norton probably.
Thank you.
Maybe is our best back, but he's just not. I just feel like he's hesitant and he's doing too much in the backfield. He just needs to be able to. And everything's fast for him right now. He's still a young player. It's his 3rd or 4th game playing. But yeah, I mean, we have to be able to get some kind of push, take the pressure off. Because if you're just sitting there and you're looking at 8 defenders just in the backfield just looking at you, like, it's hard. It makes it really, really hard to do that. So, it's hard on the coordinator, it's hard on the quarterback, it's hard on the receivers, easy on defense. You can be, you can stop the run without bringing any pressure. So yeah, we got to be better.
What do you see with the running game? Is it the backs? Is it the line? Like what the scheme? Like it's probably a combination of it all. But what do you see throughout the course of the year?
I think
being the problem.
Guys running free too much in the backfield. We got good running backs. I mean, you saw some of the early games in Iowa, like we ran the ball pretty well. We're just giving up too much penetration. Is what you see because you see guys getting hit in the backfield and not getting the push. So, maybe if you got the end zone view and all 22, you'll see there's some lanes missing from time to time, but that's not every down thing. You don't have a good run game. You're not missing, every single time it's a back. Most of the time you're going to see that we're just not getting a push, and we have guys in the backfield and it blows it up. It makes it impossible to have a consistent running game.
You look at Oklahoma's rushing stats, and I think it feels like the Sooners are running all over the place, but contrary to the rest of their season, Iowa State's actually done a really good job. I mean, Eric Gray, he's averaged 10 yards per carry in a handful of games this year. He's at 5.5. He's run it 13 times. Dylan Gabriel's been good, but it really has been a pretty solid performance by the Iowa State defense.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, to hold them to field goals is big. I do feel that Venables is a defensive coach, and he's probably just going to look at those numbers, and I think we'll see a heavy dose of the run game in the second half, both Dylan Gabriel and their backs. And, we're a defense that we just have to be in the right spot. I think we're going to be fine. There's been some big runs that typically happen when that's just not blocked. Usually somebody's in the wrong spot, somebody doesn't fit correctly, and that's what that's when they're breaking those 10, 15-yard runs. So we can be better there, but again, we've seen this time and time again. Our run a little leaky in the first half and the second half and shut things down. So it's just a matter of offensively. You can sustain a drive, and not have a third down mishaps. You got to score touchdowns and get your field goal.
Yeah, that was huge when they had to settle for the field goal there. I just get the feeling, Brett, that you kind of have a season on the brink here in the second half. I mean, you never say never. There's some winnable games down the stretch, but this is, man, you talk about gut check, 30 minutes coming up for Iowa State, right? If you want to get to a bowl game, it just feels like this next 30 minutes is going to tell us a lot about the rest of the year.
I think so. We got a lot of guys that want to compete, tired of losing, and they know that we're in this game. I mean, it's a one-score game. Who got the ball first? Did we get it?
I think Oklahoma did, so Iowa State should have the ball, I believe.
Yeah. I think they'll come out. I wouldn't mind seeing the tempo this year. And just see if we can put together a drive and just not have any negative plays. That's what's killing us. We have a drive going there, we got tempo going, and then we run like a direct snap, it's blown up. And that's, I don't know. I usually don't like to stray. We have a good drive going away from company.
I didn't understand that play call either. Yeah, no doubt.
That stuff is easy. Brian Ferentz, when he tries to go into reverses. It's different, obviously, different scenario, but good coordinators, I don't feel like they I'm not saying Tom Manning is a bad coordinator. He's proven he can call plays, but I think that's one he'd like to have that.
Good one going on in Morgantown. Real quick to update people who may be watching us from the stadium. TCU is going down. They're driving right now, but it's 21-21, TCU in West Virginia. This just seemed, Brett, like this was one of my favorite picks of the week was West Virginia and taking the points. TCU's been on a grind, like a 5-week grind where they have played good teams, rivals.
Overtime games.
Just brutal. And playing at West Virginia is a brutal place to go in this spot. So I'm not really surprised. We'll see how the second half. Have you been watching this game at all?
Ohio State's losing right now.
Okay, yeah.
I saw some highlights. I saw TCU had a good run. Yeah, to your point, eventually that emotionally you're gonna run out. I don't know when their bye week is, but you can probably use it.
They already had it. Their bye was in week 2. So they're done. They're playing the rest. Yeah, they just got a touchdown right there. But all right, brother. Appreciate you. Good to hear from you. And hopefully we'll talk to you again soon. All right?
Yeah. All right.
Appreciate you. Take care. Brett Meyer from his home in Minnesota. I want to thank our friends at Carl Chevrolet, Carl Auto Group, and of course Des Moines and Ames Eye Care for their sponsorship of Halftime. I will be back post-game here, and we will give you some reaction to Iowa State, Oklahoma, and it'll be on the podcast feed as well. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening, and we'll talk to you guys here in a couple of hours.